Hey, Mr. Fraser, I gather you're back now. If you
unmute yourself, Michael.
Don't tell him that. It's good not hearing him.
there, Mike.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yes, I was in the railway room, but as I said to you, I'm going to start from up here so that I can show Guy the rocks at the back and the guys the view from the front.
Mike, I was going to.
Guy's not around,
but Guy's not here at the moment.
He isn't here, is he?
He said he was away for an hour, which means he should be back in the next few minutes. So I don't know what we want to do.
Well, head off downstairs probably and start there.
Might be the safest option.
And show you the views on the way.
Yeah,
do that showing the views on the way. Okay.
That's probably a good idea, Mark. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll head off downstairs, and I'll come back up here. I'll come back up here later on.
Yeah, give him a better
if necessary.
As he's a climbing.
Yeah, because if he's going to be a while, okay. Just a minute while I unplug the charging and everything. One thing I found with the iPad is it uses an awful lot of battery on Zoom.
Yeah, they probably do.
And yesterday it nearly ran out because I thought I was charging and I actually wasn't, and I got a warning and I finished it with 5% battery, which caused me a problem.
Yeah.
But I'm now on 100%. I'll take the charger down with me and away we go. Okay, I have to change the camera view in a minute when I get outside. Just going through the kitchen. You'll notice that it looks like a builder's yard at the moment. Out here, that's because we've got the painters painting the whole house.
Oh, yes.
And it's a bit of a mess. I don't know if you can see that.
That's quite a big area.
So it's quite a big area up here. Yeah, yeah. The kids used to love playing with their bikes on here. And you've got the mountains up there.
Wow.
Oh, yes. They're not going to fall on you, are they?
Never mind my skin. They could do. There's some boulders that could come down. One in the water here. But hopefully it won't happen. There's one there if I find it. There's up there. There's one.
You're on the limit.
One in the middle.
Wi-Fi.
Sorry?
You're getting close to the limit of your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, probably.
Not too bad, though. You just jumped a few times.
Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's really the wrong time of day to see this view, but this is the top level. We live on the top level, and I'm walking around the side of the house at the moment.
Excellent.
Where I live, Mike.
Probably be back on the.
Where I live, Mike, it's so flat. What you're showing me is giving me altitude sickness. Not even being there.
Well, as you can see down there, we're about 60 meters above the water.
We're 2 miles in from the coast, and we're 2.5 meters above the sea level.
Yeah, well, there you go. It takes me 2 minutes to walk to a little beach down there, in the gap between the buildings, and I go out swimming around there, and it's absolutely really warm at the moment. The water, it's really nice. I'm sorry you've got the sun, you're facing the sun, but never mind. But that's this is the view from our living level, and this is our balcony. I've got to be careful because the guy's just painted the black railings today. He's just gone home about 10 minutes ago, and some of them are wet. I think he started here today. So I'll go as close as I can to this edge. We've got virtually nothing on the balcony at the moment. It's all packed up in the garage. This is looking at the front of the house, with the mountains at the back.
Lovely.
That's our lounge area there, and our bedroom is there. It's like a bungalow on the top level, if you like. Okay, and then you can see.
Forest game 0-0. Barnsley bottom of the table. But here at the Tottenham Stadium, Ben Davis in possession for Tottenham.
Who's got that radio on?
And strikers.
Yeah, sorry, I've got to listen to the football. It's Spurs against Leicester.
Well, put your blinking earphones in then. This is the road in front of us, and the main road is the next one down. You can see it there with the car just going past.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice living here. Absolutely beautiful. A lot calmer today than it has been the last few days. We've had a big strong wind, which they call the Meltemi, coming from the northwest, which is straight out there. But now it's fairly good. Anyway, that's the brief view. Look, I will lose the signal going down.
No problem.
Paul, so
Carry
I'm
on,
going to
mate.
go. I'm going to leave the meeting and come back in 5 minutes when I get back down there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then.
While Mike's descending into the bowels of his house, I'll just update everyone. I've been running my train set today, and I've made one operator error compared to last night. So
Well,
it's definitely that weight
What's
effect.
that? You woke up?
Pardon, Mike?
I said, is that because you woke up this morning? Is that the one operating error you made this morning? Because waking
Yeah,
up.
possibly, yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah, you know your trains, Clive. It was just bad luck last night.
No. It just happens when...
Performance anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the biggest crowd.
Only because everyone came to laugh at me.
No.
Why is everyone smiling?
Because we're lying.
I think because we know how you feel.
Because the sun's out, that's why I'm smiling.
What, where you are?
Yeah.
You lucky
Lovely
bastard.
now.
Still raining here.
Well, yeah, it rained all morning this morning here, so you can have my shit weather now. It's fair.
Sunshine, yeah.
Sunny in Mansfield for once.
Yeah.
Well, here near Gatwick, we haven't had a plane take off all day. So, lovely.
Yeah.
Well, for the last 3 months.
More or less, we had the RAF practicing their landing and taking off business a few weeks ago, but that's about it. We get more helicopters going from Brighton to Red Hill now than anything else.
Is that with football players on it then?
Don't know. It's quite regular every day. There's 2 or 3. Maybe it might not be so much now, but certainly probably when the train services were reduced, they were using them more.
Yeah, probably.
Look, guys arrived now. Wait for Mike to go inside.
Is he outside? I'm looking for him. Where is he?
He was outside, but you weren't here.
He's going to go back outside now you're here.
I was pretty much on time. I was a couple of minutes late.
No, we started early.
You'll know
Right.
what Fraser's like.
He will give you some views later. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I only came back for the views.
That's why I made him start early. So you've seen a whole lot of it, you bastard. Don't get over it that easy.
Guy, what stock have you got in your cabinet at the side? You can only see a bit.
Lots.
Yeah, very nice.
It's a bit too shoved in though. It's like 3 layers deep at the moment. I need more cabinet space, but I haven't really got the wall space. So I've got another. These are just the Lidl cabinets, the 50 quid ones. I've got another one in the garage. I haven't made it up, so I can't find anywhere to put it.
All right, they're quite good then, aren't they? I'm not.
All right.
Oh, he's back. Yay.
Is he?
Here he is.
Hang on a minute. I think I'm on the wrong. No, I'm not. I'm okay.
That's it. I see you.
Frozen.
Sorry, just checking the Wi-Fi, Paul.
Yeah, Guy's here now, so if you can go outside.
Ah, bloody hell! He's
I'm
here now,
joking.
is
Do
he?
it later. Do it later.
Well, I joined at 4 when you were scheduled. It's only 5
Oh,
past.
You'll see the
Wait till a bit
later.
I can't go back up there now. It'll change all its settings again. I'll do it a bit later on, okay?
Yeah, do it when we finish the other bits.
For the
Sorry,
last
Guy. A bit later on.
It's all
I
right.
didn't think you'd make it back with. Right. Speaker view. Camera. Why can I swap that over? That's not very good. Can't see a thing.
We can.
Right. Listen, I've got 2 trains on. I'm going to talk about track building because I experimented. It's jumping about a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
On all the mainline curves, I actually put super elevation or cant on, and I'm not sure if it'll show on this view when the loco comes round. But it will certainly show on this one.
Yeah, that looks. Can see that definitely.
You see the one going the other way as well.
Are they Pico or Dapo masts or something? I can't quite. Or different?
What?
The masts, the overhead line equipment.
Pico.
Pico.
Dapol.
Dapo.
It's all Dapol, Guy. Just temporary at the moment. Just temporary at the moment.
Yeah.
Sorry, I covered that. Just drill the holes and push them in for the time being.
Yeah.
Until I've sorted everything out with the overheads. But the track, what I've done is put micro strip underneath the outside rails. There's a gap underneath here, as you probably, I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
If I do, wait a minute, wait till the train's gone. And there's a gap underneath, can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes under the track. And underneath the outer rail, I've got strips of evergreen micro strip, which starts off at 5 thou on the straight bit, and I build it up in 5 thou increments, about 3 or 4 inches long, and stick them down until I get in the middle. The highest point here on this curve, because it's 90-degree curve, it's actually 60 thou.
Yeah.
The highest point, 60 thou. And it really does. I think it really does work.
Yeah, looks good.
Back to the overhead mast. The Dapol ones are accurate. The Pico ones are very good for some continental thing that Sommerfeld make.
Yeah, they use some because it's Sommerfeld that are doing them for them, isn't it?
Yeah, but then dimensionally they're way out.
Yeah, these are very good, aren't they?
Yeah, If they've had metal posts, they'd be a lot better.
Yeah, they're a bit. I've got some as well just to play around with. They're quite flimsy, I suppose. But if
They
you're not-
are, but I've actually, I'll just show you something, Guy, because I've actually broken one, that I've managed to repair it. It snapped off at the bottom at the top of the grey.
Yeah.
And I've put a piece of plastic card, drilled a hole.
Yeah.
And glued it all back in.
Yeah.
So I've rescued that. It doesn't look out of place like that.
Are you going to run with wires or just leave it without?
No, I'm going to leave it without wires. But
yeah.
Talking to everybody yesterday, I want to do some droppers and registration arms for things like this.
Oh yeah, I remember you were talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I made that one up myself. It's double thickness post. There's a gap there, but that's just because I've been playing with them. But I'm going to make a lot more. The guy I'm talking to will actually make them any length you want, based on this dimension across here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can have 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
He will make them any length I want. And in fact, further around the layout, I have what he's done as a 4-track one, and that's his 2-track one. That's the standard one.
Yeah.
Now they look, to me, they look overscale, but accurate.
Yeah.
I like them. I like them a lot, and they're so easy to work with.
Yeah.
And I've also found out, I don't think I've got a post for one. If I cut the post, sorry about this, just a minute. If I cut the post off just there, underneath that cross member, that will sit on a platform.
Yeah.
You can just cut through there and that each side, and file that flat, and you can glue it to a platform. Because that's the exact platform height, 19 millimeters up to there.
Yeah.
But it will fit a platform quite nicely. So as I said, most of the curves on the main line part, which is the front bit, plus the 2 curves here, these 2, they both have super elevation round as far as the points. And it seems to go quite well. And when I built the bridges, both these bridges are built on bits of pieces of, can you see? Chipboard with reinforcing across. That reinforcing wood will get painted black. There's balsa wood on the top, and then the track laid. And I've ballasted the track. It's the first bit of ballasting I've done in my life. I was really scared about doing it, but I was really, really pleased with how it's come out. And because yes?
Didn't you help ballasting on Wolversford when you first joined the Wilton Club? I'm sure you did.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? You didn't get in the way on that then?
I didn't do any ballasting on that, Clive.
Didn't you? Oh.
I think it was already finished when I joined you.
Right, okay.
Because I screwed the bridges down, I've actually put these bits of plastic card around there, and I'm going to try and find something I can push in there as a kind of drainage grate.
Yeah.
But the ballasting on that, I had to do all that first, because I can't take these off again now, because where the screws go, I've now filled in. Now I've weathered them all, I've painted them and wear them. I've painted them and wear them. Sorry?
Is it a walkway to somewhere where the bridges are?
A walkway? Yes, it is, through into the garage next door.
Ah, right, yeah. Do they lift out then, or?
No, no, I have to undo them here at the fish plates. I have to move the fish plates back, undo the screws, and then they lift out.
Right.
Because at the moment, I'm not confident enough to do power any other way than with the fish plates.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done. And going back to the gantries, I've been going around the layout, working out how many increments of the triangles I need. So that's a G16 across there, G17 across there. The next one is a G19. So that will go from there across, right the way across to there. And I shall just get in touch with the guy and say, please make me up these lengths, and that's what he said he'd do for me. So when I get in touch with him, I can work out what lengths I need.
Yeah.
All the point work was supposed to be electrofrog, but when I started undoing it, I found that bloody Pico had given me some insel frogs. I've got 3 insel frogs in the depot, but to be honest, it's not made any difference. Been quite happy to use those. So the track, as I say, the track for the bridges, that's how I've done the bridges. The incline you saw yesterday, that's another view looking up it, I suppose.
How long have you been working on it, Mike? 4
years.
Yeah.
I started building the framework 4 years ago. Did I not say in the article?
Possibly.
2016 I started.
Yeah.
And because we only came twice a year for about 10 weeks each time, I just did a bit at a time. I mean, we do, as you say, we do like to go out a lot, so I'm not spending all my time down here doing it. But I've enjoyed doing it, and I'm working very slowly. I'm now starting to build the station up. And I bought some of this Pico stuff, which is totally the wrong colour, so I've painted it grey. I've painted the concrete colour. There's a gap in the middle, but hopefully my daughter's going to bring me the rest out. She's got it ready in her suitcase. I'm finding this interesting to do.
Contraband Pico.
Sorry?
Contraband Pico.
Contraband Pico? No, not contraband at all. I paid tax on it already. I'm not paying twice.
You'll have to after December, mate.
Yeah, say that next year you'll be paying twice.
Who?
You get stuff out to Greece, you'll have to pay import duty with everything you take out there.
No, you don't. Not if you've paid tax in the country you bought it.
What, next year?
The EU. We won't remember the EU after December, will we?
We're not in the EU now.
We are at the moment for tax.
We're still in the trading thing.
Transition period, but it's like being in the EU at the moment. We got problems next year. Because
never mind, Mike.
Never mind, I know. We're going to try and get around that one. Anyway, these lovely buffer stops from Acura Scale, which are superb, aren't they?
Mm.
The platform end is based on Edinburgh Waverley, the new two-road bay, and there will be, as you can see, that represents a concrete wall in the middle. This represents the extension of track plus all the little friction brackets on there. The walls around the outside are scale model scenery blue brick paper stuck on cornflake packets and cut to size. The platform itself, let me get something to show you how it's going to be.
Right, while you're looking for that, I think it's a shame that Acura Scale decided to do the sliding buffer stops first instead of doing the fixed buffer stops, because people misuse them so often.
Say that again.
Well, they did the sliding buffer stop, but actually there's actually a fixed buffer stop of the same design, but much smaller. And you can
Yeah, a similar design fixed one. Yes, there is. I agree.
I've got the drawings for those. I should have built that first, because you see those sliding ones at the end of siding.
Well, they didn't.
No.
Now the platform goes over the top of that concrete wall, and when I come to putting the platform on, it will be there. So the platform looks like that. Okay. Whoa. Hang on. I shouldn't have left that piece of plastic card spanning the tracks, the main running lines. It stopped the train. Didn't derail though.
Why are you doing that then, Mike?
Why am I doing what?
Covering up that area with a bit of platform, because I mean, if anyone ever hit those buffers, the amount of shrapnel that would generate when the buffers go back through the sliding retarders would be a nightmare.
Because that's how they're designed, Mike.
I've never seen a platform built over the top of those retarders, because that, I mean, seriously, if you do that, anything that hits that, the shape of that buffer stop will just rip it up and throw it away.
I know it's supposed to. It's supposed to be a sort of what do they call it? Crumple zone.
Right, there's pictures of it like that.
All right. Well, I've never seen it, and it's health and safety nightmare these days. I would have thought.
And I think Edinburgh Waverley has been built like that as well.
Right.
So, what's next?
What's the track plan of the track plan of the station? Is it based on anywhere in particular? I know you said that already that the bay is Waverley.
No. I've just decided to build the end of that platform like Edinburgh Waverley.
Yeah.
But it's not being based on anywhere. It's just out of my own head.
Is it
the one thing I've achieved on the layout is I don't have any severe S curves or anything like that. Every operation is straight in the curve. It's all transition.
It looks very smooth and flowing.
Sorry?
It looks very smooth and flowing.
I'll just show
it does flow smoothly. As you can see, it's just a smooth transition for any train coming round. There's no sharp bends or S bends anywhere on the layout.
Can I just screen share a quick picture of Edinburgh with those buffers on?
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
What's that?
Just screen sharing those buffers at Edinburgh with a platform built over the top.
There's your crumple zone. There's your crumple zone.
Whoosh.
They look all loose panels, eh? Yeah.
There's nothing much more to say about track laying at the moment. I don't think. I explained yesterday that I've got code 83 and code 75. All the concrete sleepers are code 83. All the wooden sleepers are code 85. The next thing to discuss probably is the stock. Well, you can see what I like. And I have a variety of trains on the layout, ranging from the 1960s, Midland Pullman, and the Tees-time Pullman set going around. Some classic trains. I've even got a 31 on even got a coal 31 on the Nukes. Coal train. Hardly anything here in Greece has been detailed and weathered, because all my weathered stock for Brunswick Leamside is still in England. And somehow I've got to try and get it out here now that that's all finished and Paul's retired his layout. There's nothing else to run it on, so it can all start to come out. But I've also, I like to run things close coupled. So everything that can has got couplings so the buffers can touch. And that's the closest I can get the MGRs for the curves.
Mike,
I've got a lot of work to do on the Mark IIIs. They're just standard.
Mike,
standard
you explain what couplings you're using.
Sorry?
You ought to explain whose couplings you're using.
Whose couplings I'm using?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, these.
People understand what you've done.
These are the standard Continental type. Come on, focus.
Are they NEM pocketed or something?
And NEM pocket, yes. Standard couplings, the standard Continental couplings. I use KDs in a lot of cases, like here. I use a lot of KDs. These, I have no idea what these are. I don't know where I got them from, but they're Continental. Now, they're a strange looking thing, but I had quite a lot of them. If anybody knows what make,
I think those are Märklin.
Are they Märklin ones, are they?
I think they're the Märklin close coupler, yeah. I've had some on some of my German stock.
I must admit, some of these manufacturers absolutely astound me. They put big tension lock couplings on bogies and wagons, and then you get somebody like Dapol who puts a proper Roco style close coupling system underneath the wagon. And also, I've got, where are they? Oh yeah, the Mark IIIs from, what's it called? Oxford Rail Mark IIIs.
Yeah.
What couplings are they? What have I used there? Oh, I've used, now there, these are the Oxford Rail Mark IIIs, and I've just used the Roco close coupling straight into the NEM pocket. So they actually touch. Then you come to the then you've got tension lock at the other end. Spoils it.
Have you got an 87 on that or something?
86. Hellgen 86 on the other end of that.
Yeah.
Hornby Mark III DVT at that end.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know. I don't understand the reasoning behind this model in respect of the lights, because those interior lights stay on permanently all the time.
Charlie's place.
And I've no idea how to switch them off.
I'm embarrassed to say that I've got one of those, but it's still in the box and I've never run it.
Yeah, there's not an easy way.
When you try to run it, you'll have so many problems. You'll probably have to do what I did and completely rebuild the whole bloody lot.
Who's it by?
It fell apart when I started trying to take it apart to find out what was wrong. And it took me absolutely hours and hours and days to get it back together again. It works okay now with a chip in it.
I was going to say the lighting circuit bit for the normal interior lights are just wired straight into the pickups, and unfortunately the factory used the same colour wiring for everything, so they're an absolute nightmare on a lot of them if you need to rewire them.
Well, it's just, I can't get the lights off at all.
Is it got a chip by DC Kits?
It was made by DC Kits, wasn't it?
What, that model?
Yeah, it's Real Track, which was Charlie Petty.
So if you go onto their website and look up the sound for that unit, they'll have a list of the CV numbers to turn your lights on and off.
No, it don't work for the interior ones.
Right. But
Let me get rid of some noise because I'm having difficulty hearing you all.
Why?
So I'm going to stop these two trains for a minute.
Why wouldn't Charlie make that work?
It was more to do with the connection between the two, so that the plug between it's got the space so that you can put a sound decoder and all the rest of it in the bottom.
Yeah, but
so the way you'd need a bigger connector between the two of them. Just the way it's built with the two chassis.
Right. Okay.
So you could put a Stay Alive and you can put an ordinary decoder, you can get a sound decoder and speaker in the non-motorised car. But then the other car's built so it's got the motor and that in the space, so it's just so that they could get the lowest floor in it at the time as possible.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I must have. Is that Kevin talking?
No, Mark.
Oh, right, sorry.
Got a similar accent.
I must admit that it gave me a hell of a headache, that unit, and it very nearly went back to Charlie and got chucked at him.
Mike.
Yeah.
A couple of things. You said you wanted something to put in those holes like a grill on the bridge.
Yeah.
These by Scale Model Scenery.
That's a good
I've
idea.
I've seen those. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
There's the grills. Can you see? You can cut those up to any size. That's not focusing very well, I'm afraid. But
it's okay. I have seen those. I've got some Scale Model Scenery stuff, and I intend to use it a lot.
You can cut those down to any size, spray them silver or whatever you like, and fit them. So you could fit those in. And one more thing, you said about painting the Pico platform edging.
Yeah.
If you want a grey rough effect like concrete, try this. Your daughter might be able to bring you out.
Wow. Okay.
And that gives you a sort of, it's almost like it's got bits in the paint, and it will give you a concretey effect on it. Not the right colour for concrete, but you can I always go over it. So that might help you with an effect rather than the colour.
I can see what you've got. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm looking at that now. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Gaines rough coat. They only do that colour, but it's worth painting. And then I paint mine with precision weathered concrete. Yeah.
The other thing.
Do they do one?
Plasticoat suede is
yeah,
good as well.
Another option.
Yeah, if you can find it.
Mr. Farmer put me into using talcum powder. Paint it, cover it in talcum powder, then spray it again on top.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, do it.
All right. Okay. Lots of good ideas.
Just a matting agent.
Okay. Yeah. The stock is mainly modern, as you can see. But I have got the classic stuff here with the Pullmans, the Mark IIs, even the old Mark I Suburbans with the Class 24. And as Paul knows, most of my stock for Brunswick Leamside all runs in the 1991, 92, 93 period. So that's another period I like a lot.
Well,
but a lot of it, I like the models. I like the models produced today. They're very good. I mean, these are brilliant as well. I mean, look how close they are.
Yes.
And they've just got the tension lock coupling replaced with the Roco. With the Roco close couplings. Don't know if you can see them inside the dart. Ah, I know what I can do. How about that? See the Roco coupling? They're just the Roco couplings pushed into the tension lock, touching buffers, and they go around the corners in the normal way. Now, why all manufacturers don't use that system, I do not know. I mean, these Mark IIs, they've got to be changed, obviously. That's a Bachmann Mark II F next to a Hornby Mark II E with different length KDs in the end, in the NEM pockets. That is two Hornby Mark II E's together with, again, KDs. I've used KDs for most of the wagons here. Also, the aggregate wagons, they've got KDs in different lengths. I've even used KDs for the intermodals. To try and get them as close as possible so that they will go around the 3-foot minimum curve. Even these are modified underneath by, because I discovered that the tension lock coupling is screwed to the bogie. So it was a simple matter of unscrewing them, moving them to a different position and screwing them back in again. So that's the gap, that's the only gap that there is, apart from when it pulls, of course, tension lock comes out. But then again, these coaches do not have NEM pockets. The Kalymnos got its own system, as you know, probably. Again, on the Revolution Trains tankers, KDs, and on the intermodal flats, KDs. A lot of modern stock plus.
Mike,
yep.
Your KFAs that you had back in England, they were really good. With a close coupling.
I know.
What did you use for that?
Hornby put the Roco system on them. I haven't got them here. I haven't got them here, Paul. They're
no, I realise.
with all the ringside stock.
But they worked really well.
And they've got. I know they are brilliant. And Hornby used the Roco system on those as well. And what surprises me about Hornby, I discovered by reading. Well, I discovered by looking at these. I'll show you. Just a moment. Bring this out. See all these wagons, Paul?
Oh, what Rudd's Clam?
Yeah. Well, hang on. I'm going to turn it over. Tip everything out. Turn it over. See what Hornby have done on a 2-axle wagon? They've put the closed coupling system in.
Oh yes, I had noticed that actually.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I'd forgot.
Why? And it just unscrews with two little screws on there. You can actually take it off. And if they can make one that small for those wagons, why can't they do it on everything else?
Costs money.
It doesn't make sense to me. What? I mean, they've spent a lot of money doing it.
Aren't they new wagons though?
Not that new.
Right?
Been 5 and 10 years, I suppose.
But they don't do it on the other things. You can see the variety of stock I've got in here. The Deltic's in shed at the moment because there's the 247s are on the Teeth Time Pullman as a pseudo Northern Bell. Those 220s you see sitting there, I cannot for the life of me get them to run at the same speed on DCC at all. I've tried several different CV changes and all sorts, and I just cannot get them to run at the same speed together. It's been impossible. So at the moment, it's all down to class 58s and a class 56. And this, I think I've shown you what I've got this side. All Freightliner over there. All Freightliner trains. And in the fiddle yard at the back, you can see that's a Heljan 86, can't you now?
Yeah.
That's the only weathered loco I've got with me, Paul.
Yeah, yeah.
The 37, which used to run a lot. I don't know how I got that over here before the rest.
Yeah.
This is nice. This is a nice set. This Daypole Tippler set. It's quite nice.
MRA, is it?
I like that. Sorry? MRAs.
MRAs, I think.
MRAs. Yeah. So that's basically something else. I'm going to use these at the end of my platforms. Right. These for the platform markings. And the platforms themselves are going to be again, scale model scenery, platform edges, which are with tarmac variety stuck to the tops of the platforms. Well, that should be interesting. Right. So, where are we at? You wanted me to show everybody the garage, didn't you?
Yeah, you might as well.
Stock. Well, there's some stock boxes under here.
Plenty of space.
And yeah, there's space for stock boxes there, and I'm just going to move myself out. I have to duck under. I'm not like Clive with a hinge one. This is the garage, and all my stock is in there. All those boxes.
Yeah.
Is that IPA?
Sorry?
Is that IPA or something? What's all the...
If it is, please send some this way.
Water.
No, it's water. I went to get it this morning from the well.
Oh, right.
It's only water.
We get water out of taps here.
Yeah, well, the water through the taps here, guy, is crap.
Is it?
You can't drink it. Yeah. So I have to go to the wells to get it.
Right.
And the two big ones are for drinking. The two big ones are the drinking water, and the small ones are the water for the plants.
Wow.
That's what I have to use. That's what we have to use. I put them in bottles.
Wow.
And then take them upstairs. But all these boxes are full of stock. And there's empty boxes up there of what's on the layout now.
All I can say is bloody hell.
All right. That's my car in Greece with a Greek number plate. Okay. And I've got a workbench here against this wall for working in the garage. You can see I brought a lot of paints out with me. Got a box full here. I brought my spray gun out as well, and all kinds of other things. In this little room, there's the boiler for the central heating. There's the tank with the oil in it for the central heating. Okay.
What a life. Greek islands and British Railway modelling.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, This is all the stuff that should be on the patio upstairs. We've had to put it in here while the painters do all their bit. Hopefully they'll be finished in about a week's time.
What, this year?
This is the been cutting platforms out. Look.
So is that normal in Greece to have like a downstairs garage and basement room and then upstairs sort of living area?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It varies. Some people live different ways. Guy.
But you're on a hill, aren't you? On a hillside.
Yeah, we're on the hillside, so the house is built into the mountain. As I said yesterday, behind that wall is rock.
Got it.
Behind that wall is rock.
Yeah. That's why you've only got windows on one side.
Yeah. Behind that wall is water.
Right.
There's another room the same size. There's another room the same size as this, full of water. We save the rainwater which falls in the winter.
Yeah.
And we use it for the toilet, showers, things like that, and not for drinking.
Wow.
Is it really, really difficult to get water there then?
Yes, especially when it's full of tourists.
Yeah.
We get no pressure at all sometimes.
Wow.
So I have to use the sterner water. When I'm talking about no S-bends on the layout, you can see here that even when you're crossing over from the freight yard and going onto the main line, you've got a transition curve straight with the points. You've got transition curves straight out onto the main line. There's no sharp curves or jumps or anything like that. Standing here and looking at the layout the other way, you can see how it looks from this side with the incline. I don't know if you can see the. That's quite a nice view, actually.
If you hold it still for a minute.
Yeah.
Because it does sharpen up when you hold it still. It's.
Have you got Greek friends that have seen this?
Yes, many of them. They keep threatening. They keep threatening to bring the school kids to show them what trains look like.
Oh yes.
And they keep saying to me, we'll bring the Kalymnos news guy to come and see it and put it on Greek and put it on Kalymnos television.
Yeah, brilliant.
I said, no, you won't. Not till I've finished it. It's going to take me 20 years.
They're after a strange Englishman.
You'll be able to set up like the Greek version of Wonderland.
That's a good idea.
It's something I've wanted to do all my life, is build a nice layout, and I think I'm getting there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Eventually.
We are.
As we're getting close to 6. Yeah. Now then, just a moment. I'm going to go back inside. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about or ask me or tell me or give me some advice or what?
Gone quiet.
What's the next plan for the next year then? What's the
next year?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I want to try and finish the station platforms in the station area, and try and get on with a little bit of scenery. My plan is to have an old style station building here. I don't know whether you've seen a company called Scale Scenery, not Scale Model Scenery, Scale Scenes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen Scale Scenes and their downloadable printable kits?
Yep.
They do a very nice old building that'll fit on there. And it's got a tower in the middle of it, and it's like a bit like an old Victorian station. And this is what I wanted to do here. But then it'll be inside, it'll be a modern station inside, and I shall probably put things like barriers across, you know, the ticket barriers. There'll be a wall there with the ticket barriers across there and there. And then there'll probably be a footbridge somewhere about here, across here. I've got to build signal gantries and start a signal here and an overhead gantry signal here. Same at the other end. And then one of my ambitions, if I can get on with it, is standing here and looking straight across, roughly in line with the controller, straight across the middle. I would like a road across there at high level, and then a station building over the station here with escalators going down to all the platforms, escalators and lifts. It will be, in my view, it'll be a modern type station, because that's what I want. But
regarding the scale scenes,
how long it'll take me to get round to that?
Sorry, Mike. Regarding the scale scenes kits, downloadable kits, I've made quite a few of those. Have you done any yet at all?
No, I haven't downloaded any yet. No, I've just looked at them on the website.
Right, my advice is they've got a few free ones. To have a go at one of those first, because as far as printing and gluing the paper to card, it's a bit of a learning curve, but you know, it is quite useful to do a freebie first.
Can I throw a tip out there then? Print them using a laser printer onto full sheet stickers. Then you don't have to glue them, you can just stick them onto cardboard.
Yeah. Good idea.
You mean A4 size self-adhesive paper?
Yep.
Yeah, you can just buy that in boxes.
Yep. It's a little bit expensive.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. It's a bit more expensive than paper, but you get a better result than when the glue seeps into the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. And as you can see, I've still got all the point motors to fit. There's packets of them everywhere. The ones in the fiddle yard will be fitted directly to the points with a big hole underneath. But the ones on the layout have only got a small hole going down the middle. But most of these points have been modified by cutting there, connecting across there. Can you see?
Yeah.
And then the frog section on these number 8 points is very long. It's from there all the way to the end. And underneath that is an auto frog. I don't know whether I can show that.
So no one does DCC here.
Auto frogs. Sorry?
No one does DCC here.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. We've seen DCC layouts already. We've seen DCC layouts already.
There's only one person who doesn't do DCC here, isn't there?
That's
Yeah.
Well, I can remember whenever Paul was asked if it was a DCC layout, he used to tell everybody, yes, it is, direct current control.
That must have been a long time ago.
But it worked, didn't it, Paul?
It did, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Right, for Guy's benefit, I'm going to go back upstairs then, so I'm going to shut off for a few minutes, okay?
You run outside.
See you in a minute.
Well, if it goes off,
we'll notice.
Underneath the bridges. let's go and see what happens. I suspect I will lose the signal, but I'm going to shoot back upstairs and show Guy.
Yeah.
The mountainside.
I can still see. Oh yeah, there you go.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
There's some stairs.
Guy, that's Poets.
That's walkable from your house.
I noticed all the climbers can park along this road here, and they walk up where the big rock is at the end. There's a footpath going up there, and they all got there. They were there this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, looks
and
good.
We've got this is what it's yeah, these are the stairs going on. This is the middle level. That's the bottom level, middle level, and the top balcony.
You got a flat roof up the top, have you? No, we're going to lose you, I think.
You've done well to get that far. He'll be back.
He'll be back, yeah.
Alan's having a good shake. He's done that before.
I made a mould today.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lego.
It's just setting, but it's a class 50. Class 50 grills.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah,
yes. Yeah, I've seen people do similar.
From Lima.
Yes.
Lego's a very useful thing for
it is
making mould boxes.
Yes.
We're back on a different router.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's back.
He was.
There's the mountainside.
He's fine.
Okay, this is our roof.
Oh.
Where do you collect the rainwater? How do you collect the rainwater?
Oh, right, okay. Bear with me a minute. I'm just walking along the wall. Falls off the roof into that channel. Can you see?
Oh, yeah.
Can you see the channel?
Yep.
Right, it all comes to this corner, goes down that pipe, right? Down that pipe outside the wall, goes underneath through the ground, and then down into the sterner, the tank, the water tank.
You need
heating. Pardon?
You need heating out there, or is it never cold?
Yes. No, it is cold. It does get cold in winter. We do have heating, yes.
Yeah.
We have an oil-fired boiler downstairs, plus oil tank, and we have radiators in all the rooms, and it's water-filled radiators in all the rooms.
Have you got one of those tanks that's on the roof?
Yes. Did you not see it?
No, I missed that. Is it? There's a lot of those in Greece, isn't there?
Yeah, we get they are solar panels with a hot water tank, and the solar panel. You see that?
Yeah, got it.
There's two solar panels, and the tank on the top is glass lined and well insulated. It's 160 litres, and it gets really, really hot this time of year. Absolutely scorching hot.
That gives you a couple of showers worth of hot water, does it?
Oh, more than a couple.
More than that, yeah.
More than a couple, yeah. Yeah, we just have to hope the pressure from the town water is okay. Otherwise, it's not very good having a shower. We have to it goes over onto our pump and pumps our own water up, and we use that.
What connections have you got to the other islands or the mainland or what?
Ferries, big ferries.
Right.
Oh, hello. This is the life, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to get to that little island over there. There are some small individual ferry boats go backwards and forwards. They're just like rowing boats. Hello. The next door turned up. To get to those other islands over there, you normally have to catch the big ferries from the main town.
Oh, it looks beautiful, Mike. That's a lovely photo.
The big ferries are ships, big ships.
Yeah.
But they take cars. I don't know if you've seen any. If you go onto YouTube and see the way they handle some of these things, it's unbelievable. They can turn these things on a sixpence, and they just drop the anchor, back up, drop the door at the back onto the concrete. People get on and off, and then they just, in reverse, they just lift the door, lift the anchor, and away they go, and they steam off at a heck of a rate of knots.
Excellent.
It's unfortunate the sun is just there, because in the morning, yeah, you've seen all the we've done the mountain. In the morning, the view of that little island is stunning with the sun behind us, because the sun comes up behind those mountains. You can see we've got hotels in this area.
Yeah.
But that hotel there has only got 3 rooms occupied at the moment. There's a lot of people missing that should be here. Better not lean against that. I could get marks on my trousers. Yeah, there's. I don't know whether you know much about the climbing areas, Guy, but that's called in the middle. That's called Grand Grotto.
Okay, I'll have a look. I can read a bit about them.
Yep. No, Poets is behind us. Poets is over there. What's that one called over there? This, right behind us. I don't know. I've got the names on my phone somewhere. But each one of these areas has got a different name. And people at this time of year only climb in the morning, because after 1 o'clock the sun's come round.
Yeah.
And it's too much. It gets hot like it is now.
Yeah.
But we have excellent internet connection, satellite TV here, everything, you know. We've got everything we need. We've got the sea we can swim in. I went for a swim this morning just down here.
Stop showing off, Mike.
The sea's very warm.
It's just stopped raining here at Lyd.
It just stopped raining, has it?
It's been raining all afternoon.
Okay. You're lucky then. You can get out and do some sunbathing. Oh, and of course we've got we've got air conditioning as well, air conditioning units as well for the bedroom. Because that's the bed. That's our bedroom in there. There we go. I think that's about it. Does that satisfy you, Guy? You've seen everything.
Thank you, Mike.
You can have a look now and see. Now, if you look on Google, Guy, you should be able to find this house, because as you can see, there's nobody next to us here just yet.
And you're right by you're right by the big rock.
Yes.
There's the big rock, and there's this little road. You can find this little road here, our road, quite easily.
Yeah. On
Google. And our house is one of there's my house next door, and only 1 or 2 others with the red tiled roofs on.
Yeah. Cool.
And we can sit anywhere around the house, depending on where the sun is. We've got these blinds that come out to give us shade, so we can sit on any point of the house as well, anywhere around the house. We can sit and get either sun or shade or whatever we want, you know. It's really nice. And as you can tell, if I shut up, it's very quiet.
You're a very lucky man, Mike.
Yes, I know, but I've worked all my life for this, and I've paid for it. And it's cost me a fortune, and it means I've had to sacrifice other things, of course. Like I don't get big holidays anywhere anymore, because this is it. This is it. You've got to choose.
Who needs a big holiday?
Yeah, you live in a holiday.
Exactly. Well, that's right. That's right.
Per holiday.
That's right, and that's what we chose to do, and that's it. That's what we chose.
Yeah.
So there you are, Guy.
Thank you, Mike.
That's us.
Cheers, Mike.
That's brilliant.
Right, yeah. I'm going to go back downstairs now for the next session. Who is it?
It's Mark.
Me.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
Okie doke.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Yeah,
Cheers, Mike.
On the way back.
Michael.
Right, thanks, Mike. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wait, Mark's not fallen asleep, is he?
No, no, I'm here.
Can't find you now. He's hidden.